Today we're going to show the powerful capabilities of our new ambient ionization mass spectrometer. We're going to be using the instrument to see if we can readily identify the differences between the colas out there, so Pepsi, Coca-Cola, and off-brand Giant Cola, it looks like. We're going to be able to put them up on the instrument with minimal sample prep and get a fingerprint that's unique to the different colas. The more information that we have to start with, the better chance that we're able to give you a answer that works for you. These are Coca-Colas or colas. We pretty much know what's in these because of what's on the ingredients list. A lot of the times if customers bring in samples and they bring in dirt, where'd the dirt come from, what are you guys looking for, what's the concentration of what you're looking for always helps. The more we know about the sample, the more we're able to pre-treat it to put it onto the instrument to get a more direct and better answer. If you're looking for Coke, we would run Coke as a standard, we would save it, we would figure out what masses are associated with Cokes, and then we can start to run the unknowns and we can pick the Cokes out based on the peaks that we get. So we'll run a Pepsi, or we'll run a Coke, we'll run a Pepsi, and we'll run a generic. And once we run that, we'll have a unique fingerprint to come back to and say, this has a unique mass at this M/Z. This will have a unique mass at this particular number, and then this one would have a unique mass. And then we would run all three, and then whatever the peaks are, we could start to pick it out. She is picking up 10 microliters of the sample and placing it onto a screen. The screen holds the liquid there. And then we'll take the screen and put it in front of the ion current, and then the ions will then hit the sample. Once they hit the sample, they'll get charged themselves and then run into the mass spectrometer. They're all going to have things in there that are pretty much the same. They're all going to have, sugars. They're all going to have that caramel color. They're all going to have these unique natural flavors. And so, for the most part, these spectras are probably very similar. The hard part is, I guess, coming through the data and see if we can find the unique peaks that are, indicative of each one. The ones on the left are the controls, and the one on the right are the mysteries. So, like the Giant brand is going to have this 404 at similar height to this 395, and it's also going to have, the 422 is one of the taller peaks. So I'm trying to figure out, which one could possibly be which, based on the different ratios and all that other fun and exciting stuff. Mystery number 2 is the Giant brand because the 293s is a lot more prevalent in it. And then that would leave mystery number 3 as Pepsi. I always like solving mysteries. I feel like Dr. House, I wanted to see if I can use the sense of taste to discern the difference between Pepsi, Coke, and store brand, and see if the human taste buds are as sensitive as our instrument. I would go with Pepsi, store brand, Coke. See, I wasn't even close.
Actually, they do taste different. It is the store brand one. I was right. They're flat after a while. Number 2 I thought was the Coke, so it was Coke. So number 3 has to be Pepsi. It is Pepsi. I was right.